Hi there. Welcome to CS3210, Data Structures and Algorithms, Part 1. This is the beginning of a two-part sequence on data structures and algorithms. The assumption is that you already know how to program. You've had a couple courses and you already know Python and or Java and or C++ and or C# or at least one programming language. So in this course, we are going to rely on your knowledge and show you data structures and how you build them in your language and algorithms that run on those data structures. Data structures alone are pretty much useless. Algorithms alone are pretty much useless too, and they need data structures in order to operate on. So we're going to cover both about equally in this course. Before getting into the actual meat of what we're talking about in the course, or what we're going to cover, there are a couple things I do want to show you. This Canvas course, is set up much like most other Canvas courses are, except this course is a little bit special. So I'm going to go click here on Modules, and you'll notice the standard Getting Started stuff, which is all excellent information. What's new and different is Module 0, Important Information. This is really, really crucial information. You need to look at this. In particular, it says read this first, and it's not kidding. You need to read this first. So let me click there. Okay, so it says course expectations. That is really, really important. There's a video there also, but it talks about what you can expect of the course, what the course expects of you, what I expect, what the college expects. It talks about expectations in all aspects. So that's really, really important. Next is talking about how to submit your projects. You're going to be doing a bunch of programming in the course. You're going to have homework assignments every week. You need to know how to go about submitting them. So that's a document talking about it, and an example as well. All right, and some other information which is really, really important. In particular, getting help with the program. If you run into a snag, you run into a brick wall, yeah, it's good to try to solve the problem yourself, but even better is after you've tried real hard and can't crack it, hey, ask your teaching assistant. Teaching assistant, yeah, that's me. I'm your TA as well as your instructor. So zip together your entire program, the entire project, send it to me as an attachment in the Canvas inbox. That's important, not email, in the Canvas inbox. I'll get a look at it and get back to you with suggestions for how to correct the problems. Okay, so that is Module 0, and in particular, read this first. Another crucial thing to do is, if you don't already have Python installed, because we're using Python in this course, do it now. And it talks about an IDE for Python. My strong recommendation is to use Thani. It is excellent. If you want to use some other IDE, you are welcome to do so. So PyCharm, Spider, Visual Studio Code, Anacondas, whatever you want is just fine. With this course is not about the IDE. It's not even about Python. It's about data structures and algorithms. So whatever IDE you want to use, you can. In fact, you don't even have to use an IDE. It is perfectly adequate just to use Notepad and Python. That'll do it. You're sort of hamstringing yourself, but you can. You don't have to use an IDE. Python comes with idle, the official IDE from Python. You can use that, and then you don't even need Notepad. Anyway, so you need to install Python, and then you can get into the actual subject matter of the course. Now, I wanted to talk about that just a little bit. In particular, here is an outline, week by week, of the things that we'll be talking about. We'll be talking about data structures and algorithms, their relationship. We'll be talking about a crucially important topic, ADTs, abstract data types. And that is the formal way to go about describing both data structures and algorithms. And then we'll talk about some algorithms. We'll talk about searching algorithms, a whole collection of searching algorithms. Then we'll move on to talking about sorting algorithms. So the first 3 weeks of the course roughly is about algorithms. Then we will switch gears and start talking about data structures, lists, stacks, queues, decks, all kinds of stuff of that nature. And then even more complex data structures like hash tables and the problems with hash tables and the advantage of hash tables. I mean, if you're trying to find something in a data structure, wouldn't you like to be able to go directly to where it is found rather than having to search for it? That's what hash tables give you. Order one access to, that means one operation, to access anything that's stored. That's really, really excellent. Then more interesting data structures, trees, followed by graphs. And then we'll talk about sets. In fact, trees are a kind of graph, and lists are a kind of tree, which are a kind of graph. So this all sort of dovetails one thing into another. Anyway, so that's what the course is about, and I expect you'll have a lot of fun. Occasional challenges, occasionally programming can be frustrating, but that's the nature of the game. Have a wonderful time. We'll see you in the discussions. They happen every week, like they do in all Baker courses. Bye-bye.